Guess who?
Lovely to see you, dear.
I'm not going anywhere. I never do.
I scared you.
You can look after me and Ben if you stop bringing girls back here.
Raunchy.
How do you know what celibacy is?
I didn't think hello, darling, your daughter's gone missing was something you'd want to hear on your voicemail.
Didn't it take ages to text?
Soon your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Star Wars figures. They must be worth a fortune, you know.
They would have been if they were still in their original packet and didn't have 8-year-old jams stuck to their head. Obi-Wan Kenobi still got his retractable lightsaber, though.
Yeah? No, it used to be cool, though, didn't it? I'd be Han, and you'd be Luke, the simple farm boy, desperate to get out into the galaxy and
Fulfill his destiny.
Yeah.
You've got to be joking, haven't you?
Huh?
I don't jokes around, Ben. Haven't you heard of passive smoking?
All right, fair enough. Point taken. I'm not a reasonable man. I'll make some space cakes then.
So, would you say you had a good relationship with your daughter?
Oh, better than good. We're more like sisters, really. Same dress sense, everything.
As far as you know, she's happy enough at school?
As I told your colleague last night, Jane is a bright and popular girl, so...
She does have her GCSEs coming up.
Is she stressed out about those?
Not at all. A's and B's and a mocks she's going to sail through.
Wish my kids were. This is a question that upsets some parents, so...
No, please. Fire ahead, Sergeant.
Is Jane sexually active, Dr. Harper? Does she have a boyfriend?
No.
Not that we know of.
No one. I'd know, she'd have told me. Where are you going, darling? She'd have told me, definitely.
Hiya. Josh?
What?
I need to get a message to Jane.
Heard of phones?
Yes, but she hasn't been returning my calls, and I've been trying non-stop to get hold of her. She's my friend. And that's why everyone keeps asking me, where is she? What's happened? Has she got a boyfriend?
So what do you say?
I say I don't know anything.
That's right. You don't.
Oh, yes. She's a real daddy's girl, is Jane. We're very close.
Even though you spend a lot of time away on business?
Yeah. Jane gets all the love and attention anyone could possibly need. Nothing comes before the welfare of our child.
Children, I think you mean.
This is my...
other child, Ryan Harper. Look, officers, I'm only too happy to help. Can show you my dad's collection of hardcore Euro porn, my mum's Valium stash, Jane's cuddly toy collection. Just don't hesitate to ask.
Sam's looking after us now.
Well, I'm sure he'll make a marvellous parent. I merely wondered if I might spend a few hours looking after my nephew this afternoon while Samuel plays football, or whatever else he wants to do.
He's given up on girls too.
How very noble. Still, a few hours can't do any harm.
We are family, after all.
Sorry?
Daydreaming again. I said we are related.
I'd just appreciate a bit of support.
Yeah, you need to start doing something useful,
At
son.
least he was here when this whole thing started.
I think this means it's your turn in the firing line.
Natalie, I've said I'm sorry. Now, there's a lot of pressure at work.
I don't really
at
want
the
to talk right now, Duncan.
Look, you're giving off some pretty angry vibes at the moment.
That'll be because I'm feeling quite angry.
Couldn't we just...
I'm on call, Duncan. You know how it is with work sometimes. Got to go.
Very impressive.
Thanks. Can I help you at all?
Yeah. I'm looking for one of the first team. Sam Armstrong, do you know him?
Really? That's me.
Get away. Looks like mission accomplished then.
Mission?
If I was to offer you a test drive, would you be tempted?
You see, Benjamin, your brother is very easily distracted.
Or would you be a total loser?
Tempted, not loser.
I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Get in.
I'm D.I. Paisley. This is D.I. Boyle.
We'll be coming round to speak to you all individually.
To gain a clearer impression of the type of girl that Jane Harper was.
This is just the type of stunt a spoiled, self-seeking girl like her would pull.
A mystery. A babe. She's my cousin. How would I describe her? Way out of my league, of course. Scary.
Don't believe the hype.
Della?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't really talk. I'm a bit upset.
OK, Della. Thanks for your help. If you can think of anything at all that may be relevant, you let us know, OK?
So, what now?
How about telling me what I'm doing here?
What do you mean?
Like, no offence, but I'm into football and I've never heard of you. So how come Eddie says, go and get that boy's endorsement?
Well, you must have heard the rumours.
Meaning?
Just that Newcastle are interested in signing me. Don't know whether or not I'll pan out or not, but that's the plan.
Now I'm really impressed.
Thing is, I might turn them down.
Are you mental?
It's complicated.
Yeah. Dream come true. Cars, money, fame.
Now, from now on, we're all going to pull our weight in this house. Laura and Becky, clean the bathroom. Della, me and you are going to go and get the week's shopping. Fair enough?
Well, I mean, let her get changed at least.
I'm fine. Dad's right. We all need to help out a bit more.
What's this?
That's what I wanted to know. Found it under my windscreen wiper.
Have the police done this?
The police would have put their number on it.
Ryan. Ryan!
Don't jump to any conclusions now, Natalie.
Excellent. Did you do this?
Well, I should spread the word. It's on the net, too.
Are you trying to make our lives miserable?
I can't do anything right in this house.
Yes, you can, Ryan. You go back upstairs and take this off the net. Then you retrace your steps and get as many of these as you can find. Oh.
Aye, Uncle Mike.
How do you think Della's coping?
Well, okay. I mean, obviously she's worried.
Because she's been out of sorts at school. I mean, you know, she's not the most outgoing kid at the best of times, but this week...
Go on.
Well, she's been used to being around Jane so much, and she just seems a bit vulnerable.
Seem to know my daughter better than I do.
I wouldn't go that far.
Look, I don't mean to be neurotic. It's just... It just depresses me, you know, that whatever's going on inside Della's head, my own daughter can hardly bring herself to speak to me.
34 quid. That's better than Jane did. She told me she came here once, had some winners, but not as good as me and you, though, Dad.
Did she? Did she tell you who brought her here?
Must have been some boy, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly Duncan Scene, is it? Did she mention this boy's name?
No, never.
I mean, because if she did, and you thought he might know where she was, I mean, you could tell me. Do you remember when Davy Fulford kept putting spiders down your dress in the infants, huh? You told me I made everything okay. Just give me the chance to make everything okay, Wella.
Right, Richard, anything else I can get for you?
Sorry, Samuel. I seem to have come over a little bit peculiar.
Yeah, taking care of these two can get a bit exhausting.
It must be the travelling. Do you think I could have another glass of water? And maybe another of those marvellous chocolate brownie cakes your friend made.
But I put the...
Out of the reach of Lucy and Ben, no doubt. Apologies for tucking in. But no sooner I'd eaten one of them than suddenly nearly the whole plate had gone. I don't know what he puts in them, but they really are quite addictive.
You sure you want to watch this now?
Oh, yes. Just nice for us all to be together, really, isn't it? Oh, look, here they come. You two were so excited about, weren't you? Twins' first birthday.
Innocent times, eh?
Oh, yeah, they were really innocent, weren't they?
Oh, seems like only yesterday. Oh, get ready for the song. Gosh, you always had such a good voice.
Yeah, Alex had really mastered those 3 chords.
Happy birthday, Laura and Becky. Happy birthday to you.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Well done, Alex.
What did I do?
Well, why do we have to have this bloody video on in the first place?
Was Natalie's idea, Mum?
You know, you are so bloody insensitive.
So, what should we drink to?
I think the corruption of Sam Armstrong.
What makes you think I'm innocent?
You're considering giving up a career with a Premiership club to look after your little sister and baby brother?
It's difficult. My parents died recently in a car crash.
And the butterfly flew off into the jungle.
Aunt Rachel, Sam doesn't want to look after us, does he?
He's just a young man, Lucy, and not a very bright one at that. All he really wants is fast cars and girls. When he's old, he'll feel differently. Right now, it's a burden.
Was that how you felt about Mum?
You look so like her when she was a girl. Samuel takes after his father, but you are the image of Gail.
Where do you think they are now?
God chose for them to go. And God will take care of them.
I remember there was a hailstorm and Ben was all bundled up in his blankets. He was only a week old.
Was he injured?
The car was mangled, but he wasn't hurt, not even a scratch. They said it's because he was so small. My miracle brother, eh?
I brought you a present.
What is it?
Look, and you will see.
Is it a Bible?
No, it's a pair of trainers. The young lady in the shop said they are all the rage.
You'll suffer in the morning.
Don't care, just want to get some sleep tonight.
Okay.
Can't remember the last time we talked.
Talk all the time.
Oh, I don't mean things like pass the salt, or is there anything better on the other side? I mean, gossip, conversation, sharing things. Am I really that hard to talk to? No, you know. Perhaps it's my fault. Perhaps it's things I've been holding back from you too.
After last week, nothing you can say is going to surprise me.
Della, I've never told anyone this outside the family before. But 8 years ago, Alex had an affair. Now look, I'm telling you this now because I want us to be honest with each other, and I think you're old enough now to understand. Look, you know, it was awful at the time, but we got through it. And you know, we're fine now.
I can't believe that You never told me.
Your dad's a bit of a lady killer. Can't keep those big hands to himself.
Duncan, what if she's dead?
No. Natalie, don't say that. I won't listen to that.
Hello? Hello? Say something.
This is Walt Disney's Cyrogenically Frozen Head.
Have you seen the rest of me?
Ryan. Ryan.
Ryan!
You really are the world's best mother.
When did you find out?
Day of the twins' first birthday.
That's why you were angry about the video.
Yeah, just brought it all back, I suppose.
What did you do?
Oh, I shouted and screamed, nothing new there.
I can't believe I didn't know.
Oh, darling, you were just a little girl.
I know everything's supposed to change when you're 16, but...
If it's any consolation, I was exactly the same when I was your age. Mum had died, and I just felt lost, I used to lie in this room, on my bed, just trying to work out how I was going to survive it.
You're so much more brave than I am.
Oh, no, I'm not, darling. I know you and me were very much alike.
How did you do that?
Quickly.
Where did that come from?
It's surprising what you can fit into a handbag. What do you think?
Ever heard the phrase, get your kit off?
What are you doing, Natalie?
Can't sleep. Can't stop thinking. Where is she? What's she doing? Who's she with? Or else someone's taken her away.
Dad, would you mind knocking before you come in?
Can't keep those big hands to himself.
Look, she'll be back.
How would you know?
And I bet he's well endowed. Do you know how I can tell?
Stop it. La 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 la.
Bigger than hand. I can't hear you.
No, I'm not wanted. So was her.
Well, I don't know. Jane, I suppose.
She's not herself at all.
Well, when she's that age, isn't it, Alex?
Well, can't expect her to be your daddy's girl forever. Hey, put that back. Mum!
Well, there's only one person who has that kind of access, and that's the head. I mean, he does random checks, but...
Fiona, this is not a random check. It's one locker, my daughter's, my missing daughter's.
OK. Wait here, I'll go and see if I can get the master keys.
Thank you very much.
Well, if you can't abuse your position to help your sister-in-law, what's the point of being a teacher?
What? Have you eaten all my space cakes?
I'm Rachel Scoffalot.
What?
I told you to take him away. Let that be a lesson to you.
Is she still on this planet?
She wasn't on this planet in the first place.
Where's this aunt sprung from, anyway?
Oh, she's always been lurking in the wings, ready to make my life a misery.
Yeah? Tell me about Shelley. Did she live up to expectations?
Way so.
Oh, so gonna be seeing her again then, yeah?
Dunno. Down to choice in the end of the day.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that when I'm concerned.
No, not girls, life. Take Luke Skywalker. He had loads of choices to make, didn't he? Between the forces of good and bad.
Well, I've looked through her locker and there's nothing sinister there, only books and gym kits and...
Della, was Jane being bullied?
No. Jane's never been bullied anywhere.
So, is she in some kind of trouble? Are you covering for her, Della?
No. What do you mean?
I just mean, look, if this is some kind of game she's playing, it's gone on long enough.
No, I want Jane to come home as much as you do.
Yeah. I suppose you're lost without her too.
Natalie, wait. What? Nothing. Just sorry I couldn't help.
It's okay, I should never have come. Just leave it up to the police, eh? Bye, Della. Excuse me.
Officers, can I be of any assistance?
We wanted a word with your mum or dad.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep leaning on you like this, Mike.
That's all right. What are brothers for?
Oh. Ryan.
Well, he might have news.
I have had it up to here with him and his pranks. I know I should be more patient, but honestly...
No reply, I'm afraid. I'll try my father, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope.
Mike, I saw Fiona at the school today.
Well, I don't suppose she knows much. Her teachers are always the last to find out what's going on in their class.
Yeah, Mike, about Fiona...
Switched off? To be honest, it usually is. Mother thinks he's having an affair.
But you don't know if she's going away at all?
Yeah, she's got a conference next week.
In Europe?
No, I think it's Reading.
She won't thank me for telling you this, but while he was in Manchester, she couldn't get hold of him at all. Still, he's at that age, I suppose. Midlife crisis, blah, blah, blah.
Do you have any idea when he might actually be back?
No idea at all. We don't keep track of each other's movements in this house.
We'll call back a bit later on if it's all the same to you.
As you wish, officers.
Do you want me to walk you back?
No, do you know, I can't quite face going home just yet. You know, there might be news, and if there is news, it might be bad, and...
Well, maybe she'll have rung or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, can I help you?
I think you might have that round the wrong way, Sam. Samuel.
Sorry, do I know you?
Forgive me. Your mother told me so much about you, it feels like I know you already. She came to see me at the synagogue just before the accident. It can't have been easy for you. Rabbi Kaufman.
I don't know what my mother told you, but she hadn't been a practicing Jew since she was a kid. If you really want to talk to someone about this sort of stuff, then you're best off talking to her sister, Rachel. She lives for being Jewish. As for us, I'm sorry, but you're wasting your time.
Amazing how your baby brother survived the crash that day, wasn't it? I mean, if there are such things as miracles, and I happen to be one of those sad individuals who believe there are, then that surely must be one of them. Don't you think?
I don't know if you get these messages. I don't even know if you're alive. Josh says he hasn't seen you. I don't know if he's telling the truth or if... I'm scared. I know I'm always scared, but this time I'm really scared. Call me. Imagine we were dead. What would it say on our gravestone?
Here lies Holly Curran.
May she find peace at last.
I'd want to be cremated, then there's nothing to say.
I'll scatter your ashes. Della will blab eventually, you know. She's weak. Then what?
Then I tell the truth.
They won't believe you. They might if you lived on Sunny Street, but you've got too much history.
I can face them.
I'll say I saw you.
So what?
You waved goodbye to her. She was talking on her phone to someone as she walked away. You don't know who, you couldn't hear. Neither could I. A mystery caller. Someone for them to track down.
You risk you getting in trouble? No. No way.
The sky's clouding over.
It's gonna rain and rain. I can feel it in the air.
The graves will get watered.
The ghosts will get wet.
Your Barrow boy father.
They weren't religious, but they were good people.
We're all entitled to our own memories. But that is the past. Our business is the future. There are contracts to be signed, arrangements to be made.
Sorry. I've been at the fuse box. I thought Ow! I thought I'd fixed it. Shall I get it?
Dr. Harper, I'm afraid there's been a development. A body's been found.
What's going on?
Duncan, I'm sorry I can't.
Now, we have to know.
If we go out of that door, it'll be real.
We have to do this for our daughter.
Mum, Dad, there's something I need to tell you. Josh Alexander from the halfway house. Jane's been seeing him for months. The last time I spoke to her, she was going to meet him.
What, and you've known this all along?
I'm sorry.
But why didn't you tell us?
Alex, none of us knew it was going to get this serious.
No, you're right. Come on, Della. I'm going to take you down the station. I think you better tell the police everything.
They're ready for us now. Not you, son. I'm afraid it's not allowed.
Dr. Harper, Mr. Harper, is this your daughter?
His name's Josh Alexander. I don't know, maybe 17. He's got a motorbike, so... I mean, I thought they were... I mean, they are in love. Jane doesn't always tell me everything. We'd usually just hang out at my house or her house, except sometimes she'd go off on her own. I don't know where she went.
12 years I spent raising your mother. 12 years of my precious youth. Then one day she just walked out of the door. Oh, she thought she was a young woman, but she was really just a girl. Every day I waited for a phone call or a letter, some sign to say that she was still alive, but I got nothing. Then one day she turned up with Jack Armstrong. She chose him to spite me, Samuel. He was irreligious and unrefined. She knew I'd loathe him, and I did. So she cut me out, just like that, after all that I had done. The way I see it, these children are rightfully mine.
Like revenge?
More like justice. Or fate.
Mum would have never deliberately hurt you.
Sometimes the truth is hard to bear.
May the force be with you, Sam.
Would you mind looking after Ben? Just for a few hours?
It's okay. It's all right. It's not... It's all right. It's all right. Okay. All right.
Fresh air never tasted this good.
Look at you. Right.
I think I'm going to walk home, okay?
Yeah? Yeah, okay. We'll see you back there, yeah? Oh. That kid, Duncan. Tracks on her arm. She'd been an addict for some time.
She can't have been much older than Jane.
Yeah, I know. Oh. What must her parents be going through now, eh?
Hello? Yeah? Oh, it's fantastic news. Wait till I tell Della.
It's a fantastic car, but it's just not me.
It's you, Sam. Sporty, beautifully designed.
You never let me get away with a line like that on you.
You'd be surprised what I'd let you get away with.
I don't want to hassle you, but...
Hassle away. And you bring out the rookie in me, and that gets you special privileges.
The thing is, now's not the best time for me to get involved with someone.
Then don't. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so, if the time ever is right, then come back and see me, okay?
So let's go for Newcastle United. We've been watching you. I think you've got something. I'm offering the chance of a lifetime here, son.
So that was all for nothing then? I just dumped Josh in it for nothing?
Don't worry about Josh. Look, as long as you told the truth in there, you've done the right thing. Don't you feel better getting it all off your chest?
You tell me, Dad. You're the one with secrets.
What do you mean?
I mean, I know, Dad. I know about the affair.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Della.
Mum was pregnant. And she had me and Dennis to look after, but you didn't help her. You just went off, and you never even told me. I had to guess.
Look, what I did... Yeah, what I did was terrible, I know that. And I paid for that mistake. And I'm paying again now. Because I can't bear to see you look at me like that, like you hate me.
I don't hate you, Dad. I don't know you well enough to hate you.
Where's Dad?
Bathroom. It's a bit wobbly. You okay?
Yeah?
Bit scary, wasn't it? But we've got to look forward now.
Sweep everything under the carpet, you mean?
No. I mean, just not dwell on what might have been.
I suppose we were lucky Dad was there at all.
Yeah, he was lucky.
I mean, imagine if you'd have had to go alone while he was in some hotel, banged up with his latest squeeze.
Right.
Hello. Might I entrust you with this?
What's it for?
Services rendered. I had an arrangement with your manager. A short-term lease on a sports car for Sam. I wanted him to experience the good things in life, because I didn't realise quite how much experience money could buy these days.
I'm not having an affair with anyone. I swear.
That's not what it looks like. How could you do this to Mum?
Oh, jeez, come on, Nat. You didn't seriously think that, did you?
Thought had crossed my mind, yes.
But this is preposterous.
Is it?
Of course it is. Look, things are not going well at work. People are doing double time. They've been cut.
And we're expected to believe that, are we?
Yes.
Mum has been to hell and back, and she couldn't have even got hold of you on the phone, Dad.
Look,
excuse me.
That's your future, son. Right there in black and white.
Fast cars and beautiful women, eh, Vince?
Whatever you like, Sam.
You've been trying to give me a taste of that sort of thing, haven't you?
I'm sure all Mr. Ellis has done is act in your best interests, isn't that correct?
Well, yeah.
Including negotiating this wonderful contract for you. As he said, your future.
She's right about that.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis.
I'm pleased to have won your trust. I think involving a player's family is vital.
Okay, I'm ready.
Bet he likes it a bit rough and ready. Maybe kinky. Handcuffs. Blindfold.
I can't hear you, Jane. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Della? It was a long time ago, Della.
And that makes it better.
No, it doesn't. But me and your mum have got past it.
How do you think she feels being pregnant again? Scared you might have another affair?
She knows I wouldn't do that.
Does she?
I loved your mum from the first moment I set eyes on her. You've heard the story often enough.
Maybe I don't believe all your stories anymore.
I don't want this to come between us.
Dad, I'm having a bath.
suspect's name is Josh Alexander. What is the nature of your relationship with Jane Harper?
We're friends.
Just friends or more than friends? Did you have sex with her that night? Did she refuse you? Was that the problem? Have you ever been violent in the past?
You know the answer to that.
You're right, I do. I have your records.
You and I are going to have to get the hang of this talking to each other business. I mean, like yesterday, right? You know, I wanted to open up to you. I didn't mean to turn you against your dad, though.
Glad you told me. Glad you were honest with me.
You're going to be honest with me now? Look, I don't want to pry into your life, but I just hate to think that, you feel that you had to hide something from me like Jane's been doing with Natalie.
Relax. I've got no secrets of my own life.
No boys tucked away anymore.
Oh, Mum, we had this conversation when I was 12.
Yep, and you went and locked yourself away in the bathroom and I had to shout through the door. That was just the mechanics of everything. Never told you how great it is. How great it can be if you find the right boy and if it means something to both of you.
I'll wash up every night for a month if we can stop having this conversation right now.
Fair enough.
When you were my age, was it great? I mean, did it mean something?
My first time was with a friend. Really good friend.
A friend?
Yeah. And he's still my friend now. Will, will you rub my feet for me? So you see, you're not the only one with secrets.
You're my Benjamin now. My little boy.
It's like your worst nightmare. I can't imagine what you were going through when they pulled that sheet back.
Oh, don't.
I thought I saw her. Just for a minute. And then she was gone.
You know, when that called, I mean, obviously I was relieved, but I can't imagine what you must have felt like.
Mike, I want you to leave right now and go and play football.
Sorry,
I can't believe that we gave up on her like that. We went into that room thinking we were going to see Jane, and that was wrong. It was stupid. Because Jane's not dead.
Yeah, what do you think the police are going to do now, Natalie?
The police think she could have been a heroin addict, Mike. They don't know her like I do. She's my daughter, and I'm going to find her.
Oh, about 3 from you this afternoon, Sam, old son.
What are you playing at, Samuel?
How do you mean, Aunt Rachel?
I've spoken to Vincent. He said you signed your contract L. Skywalker.
Yeah, and he never checked it. Not much of an agent, is he?
And where exactly does this leave me?
Deal's off, Aunt Rachel. All the deals are off. Shelley told me everything. I'm staying here to look after my family. I never want to see you again.
Congratulations, Roxanne. What? On your baby.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
Charlie's so happy to eventually hear about his newborn child. You'll be old now for a baby.
You know what, Donna? I might not be as young as you, but I think I'll manage.
Yay! Go on, get up, you great big wuss!
We're playing on the same side, mate.
Look at that Will. Oh, we could have good legs.
couldn't play her anymore.
He may have won the match, but this game is far from over.
I think he was telling the truth, Ryan.
Whatever.
Look, I really appreciate you being here for me, and I know we don't always get on quite as well as we might, but you are my son, Ryan. I mean, look at you, almost a man now.
Mother.
And it'll be all right, you know. We will find her, and it'll be fine.
Now, that was the police. They're holding a young man called Josh Alexander from the halfway house.
What? Why would anyone from there know anything about Jane?
Well, they just say they're holding him overnight.
Well, let them do whatever they need to do. No one knows Jane like we do.
From now on, Luce, no more babysitters, no more Aunt Rachel. I'm dedicating my time to you and Ben.
What about Greenwich Hamlet?
The manager's given me the summer off to sort things out. You know, we won't have much money, but we'll get through this together.
Plus any girls you decide to bring home.
No, no more of that. Just the three of us, nobody else. And no more breakfasts with girls you don't know.
Promise?
You have my word. And if you won't take my word, then where's that agreement you drew up and I'll sign on the dotted line?
Tomorrow night at 8:30, DC Spears makes a bad misjudgment in our police drama, The Bill.